everybody, welcome back to the Arsenal Fan Reviews channel, and I'm here today as Arsenal have just lost 2-1 to Wolves in the Premier League, and we also got 2 red cards today. LENO being really stupid, coming out of the box and handballing it. Of course, he didn't mean to do that, but it just ended up that way and he got a red. And the other one was David LUIZ, which I think 99% of the population, except the Wolves and the referees, think should not have been a red card in any world. Of course, now the rival fans, some of them are agreeing with me, are all digging into us Arsenal, putting those stupid copy and paste tweets underneath all of Arsenal. My 2-year-old just said to me, and I'm shaking right now, Arsenal the smallest club in the Premier League. But honestly, that was disgraceful. VAR was brought into this game to make it better, and I've got nothing against VAR. What I do have something against, or who I do have something against, is the people that run it. I mean, turn your heads back to that famous Arsene Wenger quote. When I die and I have to make a choice between going to heaven and hell, I'm going to ask God where the referees are. Because honestly, the refereeing decisions in England, and over the past few years as well, it's nothing new in terms of Arsenal, nothing new at all. They have been disgraceful. We got 9 red cards ever since Arteta's come in and has been the manager of Arsenal. And yet, so many other clubs could have had more than that. I mean, just a few examples. Mane, elbow in the face against Tierney. Another one, Fernandes against Xhaka the other day. But of course, talking about the game, that was probably the best first half I've seen Arsenal play all season, except that final 1 minute. Of course, we were dominating. We could have scored 3 or 4. Unfortunately, we were only 1-0 up, though, because of offsides and all sorts, hitting the post and all sorts. But brilliant first half of football. Pepe, absolute wonder goal, brought it past one defender, brought past another defender, on his weak foot into the top corner. But as I said, everything changed in that final minute of the first 45, where David LUIZ accidentally touched the Wolves player like that. His shin hit the Wolves player boot, and he fell down like someone had just shot him in the head. And now I'm probably not going to get monetized, but I don't really care. Because, what? It makes no sense at all, honestly. No sense at all. I have no idea why it was given as a penalty. Boom, top corner, brilliant penalty, whatever, I don't really care. Going into the second half, Matinho, I believe it was, absolute wonder goal. I mean, you do have to give him a round of applause, and I don't really want to, but that was definitely up there for a goal of the season award for sure. But, of course, shortly after that, Traore running down the wing. LENO makes up his mind, says, okay, I'm going to go running out. Comes running out, and it hits his hand. And now he's got a red card. I've no idea how long they're going to be out for. Some people saying 1 game, some people saying 2 games, one people saying it's 3 games, which is very annoying because our next 3 games are, of course, Villa, Leeds, and Man City. So, yeah, wow, crazy. But overall, disgraceful from the referees. Absolutely terrible. I don't know what's going on inside their brain, but they need to go and get it checked. Because if they're saying that David LUIZ was a red card, and the LENO one, I'm gonna say, okay, of course that was a stupid mistake by LENO, and that's really what just took us out of the game. After that penalty, Matinho goal was scored, nothing else happened. But the David LUIZ one, that was so stupid. I mean, if we had finished the first 45 without that happening, I mean, for sure, maybe it was a penalty, but a red card, no way. But if we had finished the first half without that happening, for sure, we would have gone on to win this game, or at least get a draw. Honestly, so stupidness. I'm so angry right now, honestly. And I'm sure pretty much every single Arsenal fan out there is, because it's disgraceful. That is one word I'm going to use. Disgraceful refereeing decisions. Of course, as I said, mostly what I've talked about so far is the reffing. So just the general layout of the game was, we were doing so well until the last minute of the first half. They got a pen with David LUIZ getting sent off. Second half, going into it 1-1, Moutinho scored an absolute wonder goal, fine. Then LENO made that mistake. We had to bring on Runarsson. And of course, Matt Ryan's not fit either. Somehow he's managed to get himself injured in training when he hasn't even played a game yet. But anyway, we're going to have to suffer with Runarsson in goal. And yeah, I don't know why Wolves were just kind of not even doing anything. I mean, they could have scored 3 or 4 by that point. We were 9 men down, or not 9 men down. We only had 9 men on the pitch, and we had one of our worst players in goal, and yet they're still trying to play some really bad Jose Mourinho Tottenham-style football. Okay, but honestly, I mean, it's not the team's fault today. Apart from that LENO mistake, the team played really well, I think. Until that LENO mistake, then it just... There wasn't, you couldn't really do anything. But other than that, I think we played really well. There was a chance to get the 3 points, chance to really boost that title. So, not title. I don't know what I'm saying. Title, but boost to that top 4 spot potentially. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm saying in this video. I still need a 10-minute period just to sit there and calm down, process what's happened. But let's talk about some of the players. LENO, because of that mistake, 5 out of 10. Other than that, made a few good. 4 out of 10. Cedric. Okay, I did say the team played well today, but he, out of his natural position against Traore, didn't do too well except a couple blocks in the first half. 7. Holding. 6. Let's whiz through these now. LUIZ, 7. Done nothing wrong. Bellerin, 4. Xhaka, 5. Partey, 6. Smith Rowe, 6. Pepe, I think he played brilliantly today. I have no idea why he was subbed off for Aubameyang. That is one thing I don't get with Arteta today. Why? Don't know why, but for him, I'm going to give him a 8. My man of the match today in terms of Arsenal. And Lacazette, didn't really see too much of him. 7. Now I'm going to go and watch the Arteta post-match interview and hope that he is just pretty much screaming into the interviewer's mic. And if he gets a fine from the FA, I don't really care. Arsenal fans put together some sort of GoFundMe and pay for it, because today the refereeing was disgraceful, but I'm out.